So after you've been accepted by a library, what are the deliverable assets that you're going to have ready for them so that they can take your tracks, put it in their catalog, and make them available to their clients from day one? These are some really important things that you should already know before you even submit to the library. And in today's video, I'm going to try to give you all 5 of these deliverable assets that you'll have to have ready to go in 2 minutes or less. We'll see how this one works out. These are always really tricky to do. Let's see how I do with this one. Once we get to 0, we'll get started. So first, but of course, you need to have your full mix, and this is usually going to be a WAV file and usually going to be requested in 24-bit and 48K sample rate. Each library could be different though, but in my 12 years in this business, that's been the most commonly requested format. So that's essentially your full track, usually 2 to 3 minutes long, nothing's muted, everything is included. We just call that the full mix of your song. Second, you need to create your stems. These are usually what are going to be called your individual tracks of your song. Sometimes you can group them together. So let's say you have percussion, you have some shakers and tambourines. You might be able to group those together and just call that a percussion stem as opposed to giving them a tambourine stem and a shaker stem. But of course, ask your library, ask them what kind of format, what kind of grouping they want for the individual stems, the tracks you're going to be sending to them. Number 3 are the alt mixes. These are alternative versions of your full track, right? The 2 to 3 minute long one. Maybe you mute all the leads and you call that the narrative version, or you call it just the no leads version. Other ones are requested are when you mute everything other than the drums and the bass, and we call that a drum and bass version. Again, ask your library what kind of alt mixes do you guys need, and then make sure you deliver them. And these are, again, going to be the full mix, the full length of your full track, okay? Fourth, you need to create the cutdowns. These are the standard 60 second, 30 second, 15 second, and sometimes a sting. Sting is usually 5 to 10 seconds long. I usually like to include as much of my choruses in these stings or these cutdowns as much as possible, because usually my choruses are the big anthemic kind of like show off part of the track that has the most energy. So I recommend you do that as well. The exception would be the stings, which could be just like a final drum fill and then a hit at the end of your track. And then 5th is your metadata. So sometimes this can come in the form of an Excel sheet. They actually will send you an Excel spreadsheet. You just need to input the information that they give you, or they could give you an online application that's through their portal, through their website, where you just need to fill in the information that they're looking for. Again, being very thorough and taking your time with your metadata, because that's how the clients are going to find your tracks to get you placements. Once again, can't believe I got that one done. This one took me a few tries to get that. But anyways, I'm so glad that you guys took at least 2 minutes to learn this very valuable concept in terms of making sure that you do have deliverable assets ready to go, or at least you know how to deliver them, you know how to create them, and it's not like a foreign language to you when you get accepted by a library. If you don't know how to create these things, this is all brand new to you, you've never even heard of these terms before, I encourage you to check out joining Sync Academy. Sync Academy is where you can learn everything in terms of how to create those stems, how to create the alt mixes, the cut downs, and also how to be really smart with that metadata. What a lot of producers do, which is not wise, is they sometimes just copy and paste metadata from other producers in a catalog for the library they're working with. And that's how your track basically will not be found, because it's just going to be in the shadow of other people's music. You really need to make sure you take the time to understand how metadata is really your best bet in terms of making sure your tracks can be discovered and found for the right uses that actually match with your particular sound and genre. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you found this useful, leave me a like, subscribe for new awesome, great videos like this that I put out on my channel all the time. And of course, share this with a friend, share this with a producer that you know, share this with anybody that you think could really benefit from this kind of information. I always love to see that.